Okay, so we are now ready to add our first vocal track to this. I'm going to be working with a 16 bar section of this piece, and I want to give myself a measure before I come in so that I don't just have one, two, start singing. I'm going to give myself one extra measure. So I'm going to head up to tracks, and for whatever reason, and this might just be me, I struggle sometimes recording with the stereo track. Occasionally, it just gives me flack that I don't like. So I'm going to click a mono track, make sure that it is all the way rewound back to the beginning. And what I'm going to do so that I can hear the clicks a little bit less on the recording is I'm going to go down to my click track, and there are a couple things that it's telling you here. I've got the gain set. Normally it is set at 0 plus 0, plus or minus 0. And to make it a little quieter, I'm going to take it 10 decibels softer, which means that when this plays, when I do my recording, you're going to hear that tick a little less loudly. And then, therefore, it will also come out a little less loudly on the recorded track. So I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way back. Boop, 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 boop. And that is where we're going to start recording. So I'm going to give myself 5 beats before I come in, and I'm going to click record. Here we go. Be still and know that I am God. Let tranquil hope fill your mind. Be still and know that I am God. Let grief and trouble be left behind. Great. I've got everything that I need there. Mind my little smoky voice. It's a little raspy right now, but now I've rewound, and let's listen to make sure that it recorded everything we wanted. Be still and know that I am God. Let tranquil hope fill your mind. Be still and know that I am God. Let grief and trouble be left behind. Fine. That is good enough for government work, right? So what I'm going to do with the tracks that I have right now is I am going to export what I have done. So there's a difference between saving the project, which is just this file. If I do that, that is not an audio file. It will tell you that. It's like, hey, by the way, all you're doing is saving the work. So if you want to do that and say, okay, I've done this, and I'm going to come back and do more work with this later, or I don't want to forget this, so I'm just going to call it Be Still, soprano, and it's measure 40, what was it? Measure 44 through 55. Sure, that's wrong. Measure 40 through 55. There we go. So that's what I've got. There's my work project. Hooray. But now if I want to make sure that it's just the audio, I'm going to export audio. It's going to ask me what file type I want to use. Now, I've been exporting a lot of my stuff as MP3 files. That's what I'm going to do here. That's going to ultimately be my choice, but I wanted to show you the different choices that you have at your disposal. There's a whole bunch of them. Wave tends to be one that, people use fairly often. It can be read by most different types of computers or phones or whatever else. So you could do a WAV file, but MP3 is another one of those that can be read by almost everybody. So I'm going to do it as a stereo, and I'm going to export it, and it will then make my MP3 file. So I'm going to go to my Finder, go to my desktop, Be Still, there is my recording. I'm going to play it. Be still and know that I am God. Let's try. Great. So any of my singers can now use that track to practice with. So there we go. That is how we create and export our first practice track.